What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. We got to go over Shiba Inu here today. We got big stuff going on inside Shiba Inu, so we're going to go over that. Remember, though, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe, because it really helps the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. And also leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you all want me to go over next. If you want to help support the channel, definitely send a donation through the PayPal donation link or the Cash App donation link. And also, if you want these trading indicators, definitely check out the Vital Algo link in the description. Now, I usually go over the technicals in the first half of my videos, but there's some huge stuff going on in Shiba Inu. So I'm just going to go straight over the news, and then I'll get to the technicals after the news. So this is really big right here, public.com. And if you want to sign up for public.com, use my link in the description, and we'll both get free stocks. But anyways, Shiba Inu is now available on public.com for members with access to crypto. Pretty much what this means, you have to hit the wait list, and then after the wait list, you'll get approved to, trade cryptos and stuff, because, they're approving people little by little right now. So right now, not just anyone can jump and do it. You have to join the wait list first. But public.com adding Shiba Inu is really a big step up right here. This is a really big step for crypto in general, not just because it's a stock trading platform, but you got to think about it. Like, all the people that use public.com, it's a social media platform. And Shiba Inu came out as a social media coin. So it's like now people can talk about their investments that they made in Shib on the app. So they can make investment in Shib, and they can talk about their investments with the other investors of Shibarmy. So this is really big right here. This is about to really bring the whole Shibarmy together. Honestly, this is just as big as Robinhood or Webull or something listing Shiba Inu, because Webull already listed Shiba Inu. They're also a stock trading platform that trades that allows you to also trade cryptos. And now that we have two stock trading platforms, well, three of them, because eToro as well, now we have three stock trading platforms allowing you to trade cryptos and stocks. Now, Robinhood is getting left in the dust right now. This is really going to incentivize Robinhood to speed it up and actually add Shiba Inu. Everyone's adding Shiba Inu. Robinhood is losing revenue by not adding Shiba Inu. People are literally selling Dogecoin on Robinhood and going to platforms like this to go ahead and buy Shiba Inu. So this is going to be a really big thing for us. And they also said down here, this is not investment advice. And like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. It's always risky, as you know, buying into cryptos. And pretty much whenever you're buying cryptos through them, through public.com, obviously you don't owe them directly yourself. It's a pretty much a fancy IOU. It's like they own your crypto, but your money that you invest in it is invested into that crypto. So it's pretty much kind of yours, but it's still a good way to invest in Shiba Inu for people who want safety. They want a centralized exchange, because when you think about it, these exchanges, they insure you by up to like $250,000. Now, don't mark me on that, because I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice. But usually these exchanges, are these platforms, like these stock platforms, they secure you by up to like $250,000 if something happens. But anyways, this is really big for us. Now, like I said, this is really going to incentivize Robinhood to go ahead and list Shiba Inu. This is really good for all of us, because if Robinhood lists Shiba Inu, their competitors already listed it. We have Webull listing it. We have eToro who listed it. We have Coinbase who listed it. We have now public.com who listed it. We have all of these different stock trading platforms that listed it, and now Robinhood will be next. We almost have 300,000 orders or 300,000 signatures here. So Shiba Inu is about to continue to rise here. I'm definitely pretty happy with this. I definitely think there's something big that's going to happen in the future. Like, something huge is about to happen, like with Shiba Inu's price. So the Shiba Inu's price may just take off enormously very soon. Now, the next big thing for Shiba Inu is shout out to Brazil. So great news for the Shibarmy in Brazil, where the biggest exchange in the country now allows to trade Shiba Inu, and through Brazil, pretty much through the Brazilian currency, Brazilian reais. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, now you can but now you can buy Shiba Inu on Novadax, which is the biggest exchange out there in Brazil. So shout out to them out there. This is all in Portuguese. I don't know what it says. But anyway, shout out to them out there. If you're watching this from Brazil, and all you got to really do is go down to the CC area, I guess they call it, the subtitles and stuff. You click the CC, and then you go over to the settings, and then you click the settings, and then you go over to the subtitles, and then you go over to auto translate and pick your language and find Portuguese if you're watching this inside of Brazil, so then you can translate it. But anyways, this is actually pretty big stuff right here. Shout out to Novadax for adding us. Shout out to the Shibarmy inside Brazil. Brazil is a huge country, so that's a lot of people out there that are about to start investing in the Shib. And on top of that, we have more big stuff going on with Shib. So Shib is also being promoted by Coinbase. Now, if you go onto the Android store, the Play Store, you can actually see this right here. They say buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shib, Bitcoin Cash. They used to say Dogecoin, but they took it out and they put Shiba Inu, so that's pretty big for us right there. And then the next big thing we got going on here is Argentina. So yeah, first Brazil, now Argentina. They're also talking about El Salvador. A lot of people are using Shiba Inu in El Salvador, but Latin America is really taking over with the Shibarmy. So it says here we are seeing mega large businesses all over Argentina making the independent decision, not a government decision, but the independent decision to accept Shib for daily transactions. This is because their heads know something we don't. I'll give you 1 cent dream. So yeah, 1 cent Shiba Inu is going to come. I don't know when, but 1 cent Shiba Inu is going to come very soon. So shout out to the whole Shibarmy for making this happen. Shout out to the Latin American Shibarmy, all the Shibarmy people out in Argentina, all the Shibarmy people out in El Salvador, all the Shibarmy people out inside Brazil. Shout out to all of them. They're definitely helping the whole Shibarmy grow. And yeah, shout out to all the Shibarmy people. So now I do want to go over our technicals. So right now, as you can see, we have 752,037 people in Shiba Inu. Yesterday, we had 749,583. But right now, since we have 752,037, let's hit this refresh button. 752,061. So that's pretty big right there. Shiba Inu right now, very stagnant a little bit inside the last 14 days. Not too bad, not too shabby. Even though we are getting these listings, it takes a little while for this to start to happen, especially with public.com. Only a certain amount of people are able to invest with Shiba Inu on public.com. And Novadax, it just now happened. I don't know if they're fully done with it yet. I don't know if it's out of the beta testing version yet, but I know that that's happening. So we got a bunch of big stuff happening in here with Shib. So let's go over the technicals. So right over here, you can see the 24-hour market control. The bulls are in control by 60% of the 24-hour market control. That's pretty big right there. And like I always say, this green area right here shows that we have some supply and demand. This is showing that we have way more demand than we can supply right now. So then the price starts to go up when we hit the green areas. And whenever we're in the red areas, it's showing that we don't have enough demand. It's pretty much showing that we don't have much demand and we're just a bunch of supply going around, causing the price to go down. So these two supply and demand areas are so close to each other that is almost bound to break out, because that's just showing that we're going to be trading inside this sideways moving pattern. We're not going in a huge uptrend. We're not going in a huge downtrend. Right now, we're going sideways because the supply and demand areas are so close to each other. And right now, what you see with the oscillator here is showing that after we had all those sell orders, it instantly entered into a bullish pattern going up into this green area on the oscillator. So we definitely have potential to break out here very soon. When, I'm not sure, because I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, but we definitely have the potential to do some kind of breakout here with Shiba Inu. So that's definitely what I want to see in the future. Now, Shiba Inu price prediction: Shib at edge of 20% accent if bulls conquer last hurdle. So Shiba Inu price is preparing for a 20% rally once it overcomes one last obstacle. Shib needs to slice over the prevailing chart patterns neckline at 0.0002946 before ascending to the October 7 high. So if Shiba Inu falls below the 2712 level, then Shib will fall back into the consolidation pattern, continuing to trend sideways like it is now. Pretty much it's trading sideways. So 2712, we're at 2758, but we are still moving a little bit sideways here. Now we definitely need to pass 2946 so we can go up on a huge uptrend there. 2946 is right here where you see our next supply and demand area. Let me take off this auto so you can see it better. So yeah, our next supply and demand area is going to be right around here. So that's probably when you're going to see Shiba Inu start to take off once we pass this red area, because there's no more red supply and demand areas up there. It's just straight up from there. So there's definitely something big that's about to happen here inside Shiba Inu. We just got to wait for it. Now let's keep going over this. Shiba Inu price awaits climb towards 35.43. So Shiba Inu price has formed an inverse head and shoulders pattern on the 4-hour chart. The prevailing technical pattern suggests a 20% breakout towards the 3543 area. The October 7 high once Shib surges above the neckline of the chart pattern at 2946. So they're saying once we pass 2946, like I was saying previously, this area here where we have our supply and demand, once we pass that area, we'll end up going up to 3543 from there, and 3543 being all the way up here, and that's probably where we're going to get our next red supply and demand area, showing less demand and more supply. And then we'll probably have a little bit of a retracement, and then we'll probably end up trying to break out after that. So adding credence to the bullish outlook is the break above the descending resistance trend line that formed since the swing high on October 7. However, before Shiba Inu price could reach the aforementioned optimistic target, there remained two major hurdles. So the October 13 high and the October 11 high at 3073 and 3200 are going to be respectively our resistance patterns. So anyway, Shiba Inu price appears to be also devising a symmetrical triangle pattern with a measured 42% rally if Shib makes a decisive move towards the upside. Shout out to the FX Street people for doing this. They actually make some very good technical analysis, and I love tying their technical analysis in with mine because it just kind of sums everything up. I show you the goods with the supply and demand and the uptrends. They show you the goods with the resistance lines and the support lines, which helps me out because I was doing the Fibonacci retracement levels way back here, and I like doing the Fibonacci retracement levels, but it takes a lot of time to calculate everything when they're about to happen, when we're about to have these breakouts. But usually the breakouts are always right where I've marked them at, and I'm not trying to big myself up or anything like that, but I'm just saying, these resistance areas, I predicted those. But yeah, anyways, let's move on to the next thing with Shiba Inu. And let's scroll down here. As you can see, the first line of defense for Shib, if we go on a bearish outlook, would be 28.26, which we already broke that, and then 27.12. Well, right now we're at 27.59. So if we go down to 27.12, I don't like the look of that. If we go down to 26.26, I don't like the look of that. And 24.97, definitely don't like the look of that. Those are our support lines, but I'm not really worried about support. All the stuff that we have going on fundamentally with Shib is going to outweigh the technicals, and the technicals are very bullish right now. So this is pretty much all I got. I do want to just go over Yahoo Finance's version of this, and they're pretty much talking about the same thing: the 2870 pivot, and then the 301 play right here with the major resistance, and then you got some more stuff over here. You got the first major level support at 27.8. You got the pivot level 28.7, and then you got the first major resistance at 3. So pretty much the same thing as the other one. But yeah, if you like the video though, definitely hit the like button and subscribe because it really helps the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. And also leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you guys want me to go over next. And also, if you want to help support the channel, definitely go ahead and send a donation through the PayPal donation link or the Cash App donation link through the description. Or you could just hit the like button and subscribe because that helps the YouTube channel out a lot as well. And if you want these automated trading indicators, check out the Vital Algo link in the description and use the discount code Marsellis for 25% off. It'll tell you exactly when there's about to be a reversal and exactly when there's about to be an uptrend. And like right here, if you would have bought here, it would have told you to buy here, and not buy, but it would have told you the uptrends here, the downtrends here. So you would have known to buy here and then sell there if that's what you're going to do. But yeah, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice. And as always, I'll be back with another video. Peace.